My question again is for the government leader in the Senate. The 2025-26 main estimates highlight a concerning trend in how the federal government spending is managing. Nearly half of all government expenditures now require annual parliamentary approval, up sharply from roughly one-third a decade ago. This growth in voted spending signals a heavy reliance on short-term programs rather than stable statutory frameworks. Canadians see the consequences: less predictability, more bureaucracy, and growing difficulty for provinces and stakeholders to plan with confidence. Leader, why is your government prioritizing temporary, often narrowly targeted initiatives over the kind of long-term fiscal stability and planning that Canadians deserve? Canadians got a new Liberal Prime Minister, but it seems like he's still embracing old Liberal habits.
Senator Gold.
You'll forgive me if I return the compliment by saying there's some rather old conservative talking points embedded in your question. But it's a serious question. That is to say, how does the government manage our affairs, and how does a Canadian government navigate ourselves? This government has been crystal clear about its focus on major projects of national importance to help build this economy into one of the strongest, if not the strongest, economy in the G7. More importantly than where we rank in countries is the service and the advantages this will provide for Canadians. Now, the work is only now beginning. It's beginning with rapidity and with urgency, working in partnership with premiers and stakeholders, Indigenous leaders, and business and union leaders. This government is focused on long-range projects that will build better jobs, indeed better careers for generations of Canadians. And it is that that is what Canadians expect from this government. That's why they elected this government, and that's what this government will do.
Senator Housakos.
Senator Gold, I don't want to get into a match here of who's using talking points better than the other. The bottom line is the opposition is asking very legitimate questions about planning, stability, transparency when it comes to finances. And I think that we should not delegitimize that by calling them talking points. Right. So, government leader, a jump in vote spending was understandable during the pandemic. We even were cooperative. But one would expect the numbers to return to normal after these programs were discontinued. But instead, the trend has worsened. Why is the government governing by stopgap measures and reactive budgeting instead of providing the steady, responsible, transparent financial stewardship Canadians have a right to expect, and they've had once upon a time in the past?
Where's the budget?
Where's the plan? Senator Gold.
Thank you. I never have and then never will, and did not in my response, call into question the legitimacy of those questions. I think Hansard will show that I validated the importance of the question. It is simply that this government is focused on moving Canada forward through bold and important measures that will provide, if successful, a structural impetus towards a sustainable and stable economic future for all Canadians.